Let's say you are a newcomer to creating Fire Emblem ROMHacks. Perhaps you were kinda scared to get into it because you heard it's difficult because there's a steep learning curve. But you heard of FE Builder and how it makes it significantly easier for people to make a hack all by themselves. So you decided to get into it. You started making your hack and you're having a blast. You make a couple maps, change stats here and there, maybe add some new music. But then you wonder, what about the portraits, animations, map sprites? Now quite possibly you do not possess the skills necessary to make all of these. You can make maps, and maybe you can do events, but you can't do sprites, animations, music. You want to add a cool new class into your hack, but you can't make an animation for it. Or a map sprite. There's a song you really want to add to your hack for a specific scene, but there's no MIDI of it, you can't find one. So what do? You obviously go onto Fire Emblem Universe or the Discord and ask for people to join your team and make stuff for you. Now here's why that may not go as smoothly as you want it to and what you can do instead. First off, you need to have something to show first. When working on a ROMHack with others, you are a leader and not a boss. The difference is that as a leader, you will work alongside your team members rather than just telling them what to do. So, if you want people to join your team, to join your development, you'll first have to show that what you're working on. You need a proof of concept. You need to show people that yes, you are capable of doing hacking work yourself and that you are willing to do hacking work yourself. You need to prove that you are a good person to work with if you want people to work with you. This also clears most suspicion some people may have that you're an idea guy. And if you are an idea guy, well, you won't get far with that mindset. So unless you have close friends who are willing to work alongside you, you'll most likely be starting your ROMHack all by yourself. Your portraits won't be great, they don't have to be great. Your maps, they don't need to be great. They don't need to be amazing, but having something tangible, viewable, it makes it more likely for people to do things for you. That's a good place to start. And while working on your hack by yourself, you'll be further increasing your own skills. The bigger and better your hack gets, your project gets, the more attention is drawn to it and the more likely people make things for you. For instance, Vision Quest, which is currently regarded as one of the best ROMHacks out there, had Fire Emblem 8 portraits in its original release, way back in 2018. Pandan made it clear that he was releasing the demo for public testing and to receive feedback, and that he hoped to receive support from other artists soon. As Vision Quest grew over time, more and more people contributed assets to the project, whether it be portraits, palettes, music, all that. What once was a game with just simply placeholder portraits and regular old tile sets, it eventually evolved into the project we know and love today. Now, what I just said there was that people were contributing assets. I want to mention real quick that this means that they were not becoming permanent members of the Vision Quest creation team. Rather, they were helping out here and there when they could and when they felt like it. See, if you're a well-known long-time member of the community and if your hack isn't really the talk of the town right now, it's rare that someone will actually want to become a full-time member of your team and devote all their effort and all their time to you. Alright, with that out of the way, you may be disappointed right now. Disappointed that you can't add the cool new class you thought of into your hack. Well, before you give up completely, I would like to introduce the graphics repository. Right, if you're new to the community, you might not be aware that there's a full database of graphics, meaning map sprites, portraits, animations, cell sets, and more, all provided by individual creators from the community. Here, you can find assets for your project that you can use for absolutely free. The only thing you have to do is to credit the original creators of the stuff you're using. You can find the name of the creators at the end of the file name. And the repo is also available on GitHub if you want a less clunky experience, and there also is a repo for music containing MIDIs and ready to insert .s files. Now, by all means, there may be cases where people are willing to join you to help you even if you only shown a little bit of your project, but this will only happen if what you've shown is really impressive and really convincing, and that's rare for someone who's just starting out and making their first Fire Emblem ROMHack or ROMHack in general. So, generally speaking, you will most likely not be having people joining your development team as soon as you start your hack. Your first outings, they don't have to be great. You will be improving over time. That's all there is to it. Make your hack, present it to the world, and keep on improving, slowly but steadily, and you too will get somewhere. And of course, don't forget to give credit.